Hi, my name is Jamie Davidson. The title of my research study is Increasing Achievement with the Flipped Classroom Model. This research aligns with my final project for my Master's in Classroom Technology. The problem. Today's state standards are more demanding than ever before. Students are struggling to meet higher expectations. They must be able to apply and extend their learning, and students must use problem-solving and higher-order thinking skills. Currently, there is not enough class time to teach new content and develop problem-solving skills. The purpose of this study is to determine if the flipped classroom model is more efficient teaching practice than the traditional classroom. The goal of this study is to determine if a flipped classroom model better prepares students to apply and extend their learning through the use of problem-solving skills. From this study, I will learn how a flipped classroom model impacts the learning of my students. Here's some background information comparing the traditional classroom and the flipped classroom model. In a traditional classroom, it is instructor-centered, and the delivery of content takes place during class time. Students will practice the new skill outside of class. In the flipped classroom model, content is delivered before class through videos, readings, and pre-recorded lectures that can be accessed through a learning management system. Class time is then devoted to interactive and collaborative learning exercises, projects, and discussions. In the flipped classroom, teachers use class time more efficiently and are able to help students develop their higher order thinking skills and use problem solving skills. Here are the proposed research questions for the study I will be conducting. Does the use of a flipped classroom model have a positive effect on student achievement? Here I'm looking to see if the students in the flipped classroom model score higher on common assessments than they have previously. My second question is, do students in a flipped classroom show higher levels of achievement than the traditional classroom model? In this question, I will be comparing a flipped classroom model to two of my other classrooms and their test scores to see who had the higher achievement levels. Research design. This is a quantitative research project. I will be studying numerical data to measure achievement on student tests after experiencing a flipped classroom model. In this research study, the independent variable is the technology delivered content with the flipped classroom model, and the dependent variable are the student test scores. This is an action research study of performance because my own classroom teaching methods and students will be used in the study. I will be doing a post-test only design. Data will be collected from a post-test once the unit is complete. Static group comparison is when I'll be using groups that already exist, and I will compare post-test scores after the flipped classroom intervention. The groups that already exist are my first, fifth, and sixth period 7th grade math classes. This study is also casual comparative because the population to be studied already existed in preset groups. The sample. I'll be using purposeful and convenient sampling because I will be collecting data from my 7th grade classes, and the groups already exist and they are available to participate in the study. And those participants are in 3 classes, and each of those classes have 29 students. They are all enrolled in regular 7th grade math with Mrs. Davidson at Smyrna Middle School. Below you can see a chart outline the different demographics of the population for the study in the 3 classes. And you can see the number of male and female students in each class and the percent of minority students in each class and how each population is represented. Methods and data sources. The quantitative research design will involve an intervention, then post-test. There will be 2 control groups and 1 experimental group. My first and 5th period class will be experiencing the traditional classroom model, while my 6th period class will be my experimental group and they will be experiencing a flipped classroom. A post-test will be utilized to measure student growth from intervention. Data will inform the researchers which group showed higher levels of achievement. The data will also be analyzed to determine if the flipped classroom had a positive effect on student achievement. Data will be collected from 2 assessments. It will be collected from CFA 3. This is a common formative assessment that all 7th graders must take. It is a paper and pencil assessment that is 10 questions and multiple choice. Students will also be taking a MICA assessment. This is an online assessment tool that will include 5 technology-enhanced questions. At this point in time, my research is not complete. I have not collected all data to answer my research questions. Therefore, I am unable to make any conclusions because I'm still in the process of research and data collection. From the data I collect, I hope to see a positive effect on my student achievement scores who experienced a flipped classroom model. I believe that while in a flipped classroom model, the students have a better chance to understand the content and more time to practice and develop skills with the aid and support of the teacher. The data I collect will be able to determine if this is a true statement.